Just do it!
Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashely Jenkins.
And I'm Haddock.
Grab your elf ears and prepare to head west to Valinor or something, because pretty soon we're all going to be immortal.
You know, that's according to Google Director of Engineering Ray Kurtzzweil, who predicted in a recent interview that we'll be on the path to living forever by the year 2029.
And that's Google, so you know it's true. If you're unfamiliar with Kurtzzweil, he has developed something of a reputation for being a technological prophet. A number of his predictions about technology since the 1990s have turned out to be true. 86% of them, in fact. So at worst, we're looking at 86% immortality. That's pretty good.
It's okay if the singularity doesn't come true, though. I can wait on that one. But out of 147 predictions in the last few decades, 115 have come true. Like the fact that by 2009, personal computers would be small enough to wear, and another 12 have been proven almost true, as in he was off by just a few years.
He's also the guy who invented speech-to-text and the electronic keyboard, and now he dreams up big things for Google.
So that's part of what makes his claims to immortality a bit more interesting than if your drunk grandpa said it.
Although drunk grandpa predictions are pretty great.
True that. Weirdly enough, he made this newest prediction in an interview with Playboy of all places.
Well, now that's a centerfold I'd pay to see.
Yeah.
Oh, wink it, wink it, wink it. Wait, they don't do those anymore, do they?
No, they don't.
No more centerfolds.
Yeah, very tasteful.
Well, fine.
Speaking with Playboy, Kurtzzweil said that by the year 2029, we can start worrying less about these stupid decaying human bodies.
And according to Kurtzzweil, I believe we will reach a point around 2029 when medical technologies will add 1 additional year every year to your life expectancy. Yes. By that, I don't mean life expectancy based on your birth date, but rather your remaining life expectancy.
So, whatever age you are in 2029, you'll basically be that for the rest of your life?
Come on, couldn't we have invented it like 5 years ago? Come on, I got wrinkles, guys.
So for Kurtzzweil, this is because 2029 is the year when computer systems should pass the Turing test and be indistinguishable from humans in conversation.
That Turing test is so important because the medical industry is quickly becoming subject to the rapid increase of information technology, which is giving us better technology more quickly and cheaper.
And eventually it's going to be that technology that keeps us alive rather than catch-all medicine.
So here's more from Kurtzzweil. By the 2020s, we'll start using nanobots to complete the job of the immune system. Our immune system is great, but it evolved thousands of years ago when conditions were different. It was not in the interest of the human species for individuals to live very long, so people typically died in their 20s.
He goes on to talk specifically about nanobots and how they're going to improve on our immune system by acting as commando antibodies. As they gain traction in the 2030s, nanobots in the bloodstream will destroy pathogens, remove debris, rid our bodies of clots, clogs, and tumors, correct DNA errors, and actually reverse the aging process.
Oh, reverse thing, there we go.
Yeah.
And from there, fucks die for everyone.
Good news, everybody. Kurtzzweil's pie-in-the-sky thinking doesn't stop there, though. In the interview, he also discusses how instant access to the cloud is going to make us infinitely smarter.
Now, we access thousands of online systems to put information directly into our hands through smartphones. Kurtzzweil argues that it's only a matter of time before that technology moves from our fingertips to our brain tips. I guess.
Yeah,
brain
right.
tips.
So, to him, it'll be the same type of cognitive evolution as when humans first developed the neocortex, making us millions of times smarter than we previously were. And not only that, but we'll also create more profound forms of communication than we're familiar with today. More profound music and funnier jokes, so good for our rooster teeth there. And we'll be funnier and we'll be sexier.
I need all the help I can get. Kurtzzweil has talked about all this once before. Last year he said that once we get that type of nano integration in our brains, we'll be, quote, godlike.
He also says that once we're amplified with nanomachines, we'll even be able to extract the memories of the dead to create lifelike virtual representations of ourselves in the cloud, especially once artificial intelligence has progressed.
Oh my god, it's like altered carbon.
Or Lawnmower Man, but yeah.
Lastly, in the interview, Kurtzzweil predicts virtual sex with anyone, anywhere, so now we're getting to the good part. We can change ourselves to look like creatures if we want. Hey, I know some people are gonna be happy about that one. Mm-hmm. Or change our partners to look like whoever we want. Oh, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, now we can all live out our Gustarola fantasies.
Yeah, we can.
All these crazy off-the-wall predictions certainly do sound insane, and many of the tech and science communities have called Kurtzzweil that before.
But there's actually something of a basis for what he's saying here. He is, of course, applying a few creative liberties to the existing technology he's basing his predictions on. But hey, isn't that what invention's all about? Just taking someone, copying someone, and then making it better. Remixing. And as for Kurtzzweil's claims that we'll soon be able to reverse aging, that's already happening in the medical field.
Back in 2014, a Harvard professor was able to isolate genes in mice that controlled aging, effectively changing them to reverse the process.
And last year, Japanese researchers isolated 2 age-controlling genes in humans. They were able to successfully repair damaged cell lines by manipulating the genes to switch back on, like a breaker box, so to speak.
Okay, so one check for anti-aging. Moving on to Kurtzzweil's ideas about nanobots, however, shows a slightly different story. While fully mechanical nanorobots may not entirely be possible at the moment, many are doing this type of work with biological or chemical bots.
So they're not really robots, but it's easier for people when you call them that. Really, it's a molecule that acts in the way a computer might. Many of our biological molecules act like machines or computers anyway, so it's not that much of a stretch.
No, and back in 2014, scientists successfully inserted DNA nanobots into cockroaches.
Because all we need to do is make them immortal.
It's only, yeah, right, let's just keep that going. And they carried drugs to fight off a number of diseases or illnesses. And a few months ago, the first terminally ill cancer patient received nanobots specifically meant to fight cancer cells.
As for the bold predictions about virtual reality being able to preserve our ancestors, Kurtzzweil isn't the first person to speculate on this idea. We've seen it before in science fiction movies a ton, but there are actually companies that exist that try to make this technology a reality.
So in the future, given the progression of bots, you might actually see tech that marries our memories to this type of chatbot to create a virtual representation of you that your did I mention great grand lizards can visit and laugh at your human-like features and wimpy brain power.
So hey, maybe Kurtzzweil isn't all that far off, although to be fair, for all of his accurate predictions, he's also been gloriously wrong in a few of his predictions in the past.
Yeah, so in 1990 he said that by 1999 we'd be designing and printing our own clothes through the internet, which would basically remove the need for clothes designers and manufacturers.
Isn't that what Redbubble is?
Yeah, it seems totally laughable still, but we could actually be headed for a future with 3D printed everything, so it's not completely implausible.
In 1999, he also predicted that by 2009, most of our text would be produced by dictation to speech-to-text converters. While people do use Siri or Cortana to make this reality now, it's still a lot easier to type your internet jargon with your own thumbs, and even then, you're fighting autocorrect half the time.
Yeah, duck that. But beside all of that, he's eerily accurate in at least the direction that technology heads, and even the timeline in which it gets there.
So who knows, maybe in 13 years, we'll all take a dip into the virtual Lazarus pit and all turn to Ra's al Ghul minus the evil masterminding and prone to more lazing around, probably.
And yeah, given how humans spend their time now, it's almost certain we'll use our extended life expectancies to binge on Netflix or record Let's Plays and think of more ways to pleasure ourselves.
Oh man, we're so productive. Just think. Kurtzzweil's right. We'll be able to apply future superintelligence to finding better ways to binge.
Evolution, here we come.
We'll be so fabulously efficiently useless.
In our, yes, yeah. So what do you guys think of Kurtzzweil's predictions that we'll be on the path to immortality by 2029? How will you live out your remaining eons on this earth, assuming it's not all completely underwater and being, roamed by Kevin Costner by 2100?
Oh, great. For future off-the-wall predictions and technology talk, also opportunities to talk to future dead Kevin Costner on the water. Like this video and subscribe to the Now.
God damn.
The future's gonna be great!
Yeah. Hairball, I'm sorry.
That's how we news. Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashely Jenkins.
And I'm Gray Haddock.
Grab your elf ears.
Fuck you, Siri. It's gonna be one of those days.